If you like our videos, consider checking out our Patreon. Hey everybody, Gutterbird here. We're here with another one of the worst movies on YouTube.
And it happens to be a Polina.
Yes, we did Feeders, the 1996 Polina Brothers film about aliens.
Yes.
The aliens were honestly the best part of this movie,
Yes.
but we'll get into all that in a little bit because
Fucking jello jigglers.
it starts off with this fucking Polina Brothers fucking voiceover over top of footage and pictures of aliens and crappily drawn abductions and all that stuff. Well, here's some of this.
But what really lies beyond our galaxy? Do we rule the stars, being the only life form to exist? Or are there others? Sightings of strange objects in the sky have been reported by millions of people. Even accounts of visitations of creatures from other planets are documented on a weekly basis. And in more unfortunate incidents, the capture of unwilling victims for experiments and observation.
And then we cut to this awesome fucking CG UFO fucking flying around.
Yeah, it was Star Trek, like, you know. Anyway,
And then-
yeah, but
that's fun.
after a minute we were like, well, these effects are a little good for a Polina Brothers movie. Like,
Well,
I
the,
don't know what to expect.
the credits come up, and the credits actually seem way too fucking good for a Polina Brothers movie. So we cut from that to this dude fucking fishing. And then we cut from that, there's a lot of cut from this, cut from that, whatever, for a while here. But we cut to John Polina and John, whatever his fucking name is, the dude
That's
from
right.
Hellspawn.
I think it was right.
And they're driving in his awful fucking Mustang. Like, one of the worst
Dude,
fucking Mustangs
it was like
ever
Ford
fucking
had
made.
a really good Mustang, and they were like, you know what? Let's make some poop this year. How about for a couple of years? Let's just make some straight poop.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
for more than a couple years, for a couple decades.
Oh, yeah.
But then anyway, we move on to this
Trying to be nice to Ford.
mulleted fucking park ranger that's driving down the road and sees the UFO.
What the hell was that?
There's something wrong with this dude's face.
Oh, he was
Just
the
like,
he was the director in How to Slay a Vampire.
oh yeah, I remember that. But like, yeah, but he looks like he smells a turd everywhere he goes.
If that doesn't beat all, a meteor. God, I hope it doesn't burn the fucking forest down.
So anyway, like he's falling around this stupid, alien ship.
Kind of.
Can't really tell how big it really is.
Well, but then it doesn't matter because he cuts away to the fisherman and he sees the UFO. And then the UFO beams down two of the feeders. I love these fucking jiggly, fucking wobbly puppets with their fucking little teeny tiny little arms. You're so
like,
cute.
I was not threatened at all. I was like, give him a hug. Oh, look, come here, guys.
Oh yeah, and they fucking flop walk their way.
They're not intimidating at all. I'm not really frightened by these. Now the fucking xenomorph comes popping out that bitch, and now I'm peeing blood. Okay.
But these things almost look like they're made out of duct tape. They're not, but they almost look like they are.
Right, they're making noises, but I'm not sure what slit they're coming from because I couldn't tell. Some of them didn't have mouths. So they jiggle walk their way to wherever they're going.
While John and John are sitting there taking pictures while John Polina smokes.
Yes.
Damn. Out of film. Good. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay.
And at one point in the movie, the music starts getting all lighthearted, and like, it didn't
Well,
make any like,
it's
what
as
are they
they're-
doing? They're
well,
just
as
going on
they're-
a leisure drive.
Yeah, well, they're driving down the road.
Should we find a motel or camp in the woods? Let's camp in the woods. We got a lot of gear, and besides, we gotta save our money for the ocean.
Let's see. There's a campsite about 18 miles from here. We could get some gas and some dinner on the way.
Good. This has been a pretty uneventful trip.
It's not over yet. Anything could happen.
And they hear the news report of the meteor slash UFO thing.
The weather forecast for the next 2 days looks good as that warm
More
front
news.
from the south
Do they
continues
play
to
any
push
music out
upward.
here?
On the local
No, leave it
scene,
on.
we had several reports of a glowing meteor or fireball soaring across the Pennsylvania sky. No explanation has been given to us from the authorities explaining this phenomenon, so enjoy the weekend and keep watching the skies.
Do you believe that? Oh, it's all a bunch of horse shit. These people watch too much television.
Yeah. The Outer Limits.
And then we cut to the fucking mall. He's been walking around the woods for a fucking while. There's absolutely no reason for us to bring it up, so it doesn't matter. He gets back to his fucking truck, gets in, when one of the cutie little aliens goes popping out of the back and fucking zaps him in the fucking neck with like a fucking
like little tiny
extended
cattle prod
thing.
and he was like, he falls out, whatever.
Yeah, and then you know.
Dies or whatever. I was stunned.
And then he
because
gets eaten. He's like,
well, they flop on him. You know? They flopping him.
yeah.
You know.
So, whatever. Blah, blah, fuck you, blah. We cut to the gas station where John's pumping gas. And he looks over and sees this girl. Well, this scene is fucking great.
Hi, what are you doing?
What the fuck was that? They're like talking and then bloopers goes
He's back at the car again. I was like, wait, what? Is it?
Well, but then the other John comes out and he talks about getting them the hookup.
What are you smiling about?
Women! I just set us up with some girls. Oh no, you're kidding. Come on, you should be thankful. Thankful? Last time you set us up, we ended up in a dive bar with two lesbos who kept talking about their trick pony. Will you just trust me this time?
You got me worried. Who knows what'll happen?
Maybe you'll lose your virginity.
Very funny, asshole.
And like he looks, and John looks at John like he's disappointed that John wants to get with some, you know, other girls and stuff because he wanted to hook up with John. You know, he's like, let's go camping. You know what that means? Ba 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 boo.
So we cut to the fisherman who's laying down relaxing when he gets attacked by feeders, and I thought killed.
John wanted to have a little bit of Brokeback Paulina, you know.
But he doesn't get killed because he runs out in front of the Polina and gets fucking hit by his crap Mustang.
It did more damage to the Mustang.
Gonna be a hot time in the city tonight. Shit! He came out of nowhere. I didn't see him.
Jesus. Wonder if he's still alive.
I'm real sorry, mister.
We gotta get him to the hospital fast.
So they for some reason bent him over the fucking door of the car for a minute.
Little man. What is he saying?
Open the door, come on, let's get moving, he's in shock.
And then put him in the fucking car.
Jesus, this is all we need.
Calm down. It was an accident.
So they drive him to the fucking doctor's office, right?
Oh my god.
And like, the doctor comes in, looks at him for like 2 seconds, and he dies.
This guy jumped out in front of our car and we clipped him. I don't think he's gonna be okay.
Bring him back here, quickly. Whoa, what are you doing? Is he gonna be okay?
Serious, isn't he?
I'm afraid I can't do anything more for this man. He's dead. We'll have to fill out some reports for me when I call the police. Go back to the reports, please.
Right. Doctor does nothing. Just grabs a sheet and goes, well, he's fucked. I'm gonna go call the cops. You guys are the ones who are fucked. And walk out of the room. And then,
it cuts.
The situation doesn't go any further.
It cuts to the girl that John was talking to, and she calls her friend, and they have this wonderful conversation.
Right.
Hello, this is Donna. Donna, it's Michelle. What's up?
I made my dad lunch, but he never came home.
I met a cute guy today.
Where at?
At the gas station. He and a friend were passing through.
Where are they from?
Idaho, or somewhere out there. They invited us to a party out at the park.
The park? I don't know. My father is the head ranger. He'll catch us.
We'll take my car. He'll never know.
Okay. Why don't you come over in about 2 hours and I'll be ready.
Okay. And don't worry about your dad. He probably got a bite somewhere else.
Oh, you talking about that girl with the helmet head?
Yeah.
Oh.
So from that, it cuts.
She was hot.
It cuts to, like, you know, some alien shit. And then the poof head girl is fucking walking around her house just, you know, because she's hearing shit.
Right. And she's
then,
like checking it when she's checking
well, she goes out to the,
chair.
she goes out to the garage.
Connected. I love
room, garage, the screen door.
And you're like, hold that watching. You're like,
Pennsylvania.
that's Pennsylvania. There's Pennsylvania for you.
Yeah, so she goes out and gets attacked by some feeders and gets floppy.
Floppy.
So I love how it's like the side of its head's banging off the wound that's on her stomach. It's
Right,
just
right.
like-
It's like flop, 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 flop. So, like, faders, I mean, I'm not really that intimidated because, like, I mean, you look at these things, like, they're little balloon animals.
Well, we'll see how easy they are to take out in a little bit.
You flip
But
them.
not by some people, because we cut to the doctor's office, and the doctor's hanging out, and he gets
by
a-
himself, by the way. He's in a hospital. There's no assistant. There's no other nurses.
He's in a doctor's office, not a hospital. But yeah, he still has no receptionist, no fucking nurse, nothing. When he gets attacked by a feeder... And then it eats his head off, I guess, because I love that fucking shot of him like...
How close are you calling it a fetus? Because that's what it kind of resembled. You know?
It does look like an aborted fetus.
Right. So, the alien fetuses, the gray alien fetuses, were attacked the doctor. You know, doctor took it like a man.
No, he died and got his head bitten off.
He did. I love that. His head's flopping. His eyes are moving. He's reacting to the biting and shit. But there's no, like, oh, okay, so the brain does last longer.
So John and John go to the park, you know, where they're supposed to meet those girls and stuff at, and they walk around for fucking ever.
I mean, at some point, dude, like, I mean, John was looking at John like, I was like, dude, they're gonna kiss. I mean, at some point. I mean, he's hoping for it. Look at how lovingly he looks at John.
Well, the John that's not the Polina John never closes his fucking mouth.
Feathered never closes his mouth.
Yeah.
Wolf hair.
But anyway.
He was staring at John sometimes like there was magic happening. I don't know if other John was digging it, but...
Well, John Polina hears a fucking feeder.
Who's out there? Answer me. Damn, you startled me.
That's why he was all bummed out. He's like, chicks.
You look like you just saw a ghost.
There's something out here watching me. Didn't you hear it?
Watching you? No, I didn't hear anything.
It's making weird animal growls or something.
There's a million animals out here. You probably just startled one.
No. This didn't sound like any animal I ever heard. It sounded unearthly.
You wouldn't know the difference between a brown bear and a hoot owl if it bit you on the ass. And now you're expecting me to believe you're hearing strange animal sounds and they're watching you? Come on.
And then we cut to the other girl finding her friend's corpse. When she gets attacked by a fucking feeder, but what she do? She just fucking whips one off and stomps its fucking head in.
Sarah Connor style, man.
And then another one attacks. She fucking gets some hairspray in a bat. Fucking Kurt Russell's that shit.
Kurt Russell it. She Kurt Russelled the shit out of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so fuck.
So yeah, they're in
That
the
girl
woods,
everywhere you go.
and J here, they fucking see a UFO and then just run.
Man, that was a UFO.
It wasn't.
It couldn't be. I told you some strange shit was going on out here. Let's go.
Hold it. Don't you think that we're overreacting a little bit here? I mean, there has to be a natural explanation for all this.
It's natural. Why the hell don't you tell me what it is?
You're right. Let's bail.
It's like, well, where the fuck they running? They're just running. For fucking ever.
Forever.
They get to the Mustang and it won't start.
Well, it's a Mustang.
Damn it, no good.
What's wrong?
Won't start.
What do you mean?
Won't start.
Here.
Well, it's like, oh, it must have been that saucer.
Must have been that saucer. I think we're gonna have to walk out of here.
Is it safe? I mean, something had to be piloting that thing. Maybe what you saw earlier.
What choice do we have? Let's just get what we need and go.
This movie was horrible and fun all at the same time.
So, for some reason, fucking, they remember the girls.
Damn it! What? The girls are probably on their way here right now.
Great! Now what?
Hopefully they'll see we're not there and they'll just go home.
If we're lucky,
Yeah, maybe we'll meet up with them. We can catch a ride into town.
we better hurry up. It's getting dark.
For a split second.
For a split second.
And then they found a decapitated fucking skull, you know, with all its skin gone and its brain hanging out.
Yeah.
What is that?
Is that one of the girls?
Oh, no, I can't tell.
Maybe a bear did it.
No bear did that.
And like Paulina Jones, like, what is that? I don't know what that is. What do you think it is? It's a skull. There's eyes and teeth and a brain. It's a skull.
Oh, and then they see another
You have to be a mortician to know.
another UFO. And then
Like I said, you can't tell the difference. Sometimes they look like a little tiny UFO. Sometimes they're
Yeah.
big. You know.
This is getting really strange.
It almost seems as if it's scanning the area like some kind of scout ship.
An invasion! We're witnessing the beginning of an invasion!
But then a feeder pops out and squirts fucking John, which I thought was in the fucking face, but I guess thought it was in his hand.
Right. Okay,
Here.
it looked like it went over his hair and shit. I mean, he was kind of hoping for that, but not from the alien.
So blah blah fucking blah. Jay and Jay go to this fucking house and find some bodies. And then they walk around
Forever.
for fucking ever.
One has a
and
flashlight,
ever.
one has a candle.
And they
Apparently
walk
they
around
can't
for
see, but there's
fucking
fucking
ever.
lights. They can see. Come on. And they're so scared. So scared. It's so dang. You know, this thing was not scary. They'd be like, but the die!
Well,
They would've been done.
John finds a severed arm.
You know, we literally could have taken it and played with it and then pulled it apart, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, there
pretty
was
much.
no fear.
So blah blah fucking blah. They're downstairs, and John Polina finds a sickle hanging on the back of the door.
So what if it tries to blow a load at you through its mouth? You know, whatever.
And so now they take a look at the other John's fucking hand, and it's all Alka-Seltzering.
Alka-Seltzering. Yes, it was. It was a very bad Alka-Seltzer burn.
And then fucking another feeder pops out, and John fucking kills it.
With the sickle. Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, he
I
chopped the
think
shit
so.
out
I
of it.
don't
He was like,
fucking
shine,
care.
shine, shine, shine.
Fuck.
And then the feeders take out the phone line with like their
That. Yeah, their acid jism that they split from their face.
So now the UFO zaps the house and knocks them down. So John Polina actually gets up first. He goes outside and calls out the fucking aliens. This is great.
Come on! Come on!
And one comes
He's having a
over.
predator moment. Man.
One comes over and then he fucking doesn't he kick it and it goes flying.
Yeah, Arnold needed to be on the other side going, Polina, come here, what are you doing?
And then he calls out the aliens again.
Is that the best you could do?
And then they fucking zap him up into the fucking spaceship, and he's having his fire in the sky moment
Right,
while he's
they're
getting
probing the shit out of him.
probed.
They're
'Cause they're like,
at first they looked like they were like banging him, and then he was sitting there scraping him with his little hook finger, you know, or something. And he was like, "Ah!" freaking out. Okay, my favorite part's coming up, and it's when he gets to the fucking house and he runs into open mouth.
no, we're not there yet, because we cut to the other fucking John, and he's staring at a fucking doorknob for like 3.5 fucking minutes. It's just like...
It's sitting there jiggling, and he's just like... with his feather glove hair.
And then he...
Close your fucking mouth!
He finally opens it to find John outside. And now you can say whatever you were
Well,
fucking...
no, that was my thing.
Yeah.
So John goes up and hits the window. He's like, "Bear!" You know, and he's like doing the whole fucking like fire in the sky thing.
Yeah.
And then he lets him inside. He's fine. I'm like, dude, stop being a pussy.
Well, but as they're talking, they see another John outside. Conveniently played by John's twin brother Mark. But
Well,
you know.
hey, if you got one, use it.
Yeah.
Right?
So the other John comes in.
Who the hell are you? Well, kill him! It's one of those aliens! Listen to me, man. I don't know what that is over there, but it's not me. I'm the real Bennett. Look, I'm bleeding. So am I. Kill him!
And the two Johns kind of fight.
They bitch slap the shit out of each other for a little bit.
And then wolf-haired John kills one of the two Johns with a sickle. And right off the bat, you're like, well, where are they going to reveal he killed the wrong one? Because you know that's what's going to fucking happen.
Right.
It ain't goddamn original, but you know it's going to fucking happen.
Well, whatever. So, anyway, he does. He kills off the one dude, which happens to be his buddy, and that's the big spoiler.
Hold it. How do I know you're him?
Don't be a horse's ass. Come on. Gotta get out of here before more of those things come.
But before that, before we find out the twist, this other bigger theater comes out.
You think it's bigger?
Well, just from perspective-wise, it looks like it's supposed to be bigger, but it just...
just jiggle fucking... Jiggle
forever! And they're like standing there like, oh no! And it's like, it ain't moving, it's just... What the fuck?
It's just sitting there. Everybody's overreaction to the fear in this was great. You know what I mean? They're all like, "Arr!" And it's like, there's nothing. But what? Stop.
Well, now we find out that John is not the real John.
Right.
Here, he says
He
this.
starts to speak in robot voice.
Why fight them? Join. So much to do. So little time.
What are you? You're not Bennett.
You killed Bennett. Your race is so primitive.
No.
We came here many light years away for the simple reason to survive. For food, humans taste so good.
Fucking
He
open mouth
disappears.
is like, boo.
Well, but
So-
then John Polino disappears.
Right. So then the other John
running
runs
forever,
dude. And then he has a leg problem. He drags himself
Yeah.
to town. It's early in the morning, obviously.
and then the UFOs start like zapping fucking stock footage buildings and stuff.
Right, and then at some point he just drops to his knees and says,
While they're fucking, wow.
Right, and then they come down and supposedly they get to the, I don't know, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And then a whole bunch
seriously rather watch Independence Day 2 in that movie.
And then a whole bunch of UFOs fly into Earth. Credits. And then after the credits, we get a trailer for another Polina's Brothers movie, which I cannot find, called Terror House. That one looked fun, but I can't find it, so maybe someday.
Yeah. Unless somebody has the DVD.
Who knows if they even put any Polina Brother 1 on DVD, except for that one Splatter Farm dude's like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, well, he did that one.
Yeah. Fuck that dude. On that note, for Gunner and Bird, we'll see you later.
Wow, no, we
won't, because this has been another one of the worst movies on YouTube. We'll see you later.
The tagline thing.
Yeah. But I guess we never even did ever explain it, but yeah, if you're ever looking for our fucking Splatter Farm review and notice it's not there, we had to take it down because some dickbag that owned the rights to it
was like, take it down or I'm gonna tell YouTube, and we were like, whatever, dickbag.
Yeah, well, you gotta re-edit it, do it this way and do it that way.
More like what I want. We were like, fuck you.
Yeah, I'll just make it go the fuck away. I don't fucking care. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And we've kept this silent for months now.
But like, we want to be a little bitch about it.
Yeah.
You know, just fuck it. I'm not going to war over something dumb.
Yeah.
You know, fuck it. Now let's get off my ass, bro. Take your Polina Brother movie and
I don't fucking care.
Oh, come on, Bennett, loosen up. I mean, this cross-country road trip's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, well, it'll be a lot funner when we hit the Atlantic Ocean and I can watch all those babes in those skimpy suits. Are you okay?
It's just a burn. Oh, this is a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare.
Check out our mysterious visitors. It's gonna be getting dark soon.
We better find a place to hold up until morning.
Yeah, if there is a tomorrow.
We better check this place out real good. Make sure those things aren't here. Definitely. Okay, then. This is what we're gonna do. I'll check down here. You check upstairs. Okay.
It's your hand to get you to a hospital. It burns.
Must be some sort of weapon. Like acid when they spit.